morning, everybody. My name is Garret, also known as Garret Productions, and today I'm here to tell you how I set up my photography studio. I'm going to tell you how I set up my backdrop, to my lighting, to my off-camera flash, and to how I stage my subject to get them right in the composition and just get nice, good quality photos. Okay, the first thing I'm going to talk about is the backdrop. Right here we have a all white backdrop. The length is 86 inches by 53 inches. It's a pretty nice size. I upgraded actually. I used to have the 53 by the 36, which is a lot smaller, more so headshots. With this white one, you can fit at least 3 to 4 people, maybe 5 in here. I fit a whole small pool, indoor pool on this backdrop, so it's pretty nice size. I feel it's a decent price for what you get. I mean, very usable. You want to treat them nice because you want to use them over and over and over. So you know, be delicate on it. Try to get used people to take their shoes off before they step on your backdrop. But little things like that, just how to save it. So this is my white backdrop. This is the main one that I use. It comes in handy with a lot of shoots. A lot of people want to do white backdrops. So I bought this, and it's like my go-to. It's like the most that I use. So yeah. So next we're going to talk about is lighting. Now the main light that I use is the Garret XL 60 watt. This was it's a Garret. You can use it for video and photography or just regular light. It's an LED light. There's no bulb. You can turn it up. You can adjust the brightness from the back. It works good for photo and photography. I use this light for my main light. This light is used to light more so the backdrop and the subject. This is like the main light I use to light anything. All my photography, I use this light. Pretty good. Not so heavy. It's durable. You can do some things with it. It's cool. I like it. It gets the job done. It works for me. So if you're looking for a light for your photography or for your videography, check out Garret, the XL60. Really good, reasonable price, but just check that out. The next light that I use it's a newer light. The name of the company is Neewer, Neewer. It's a soft light, comes with the soft box. Yeah, let me show you. So here's my other light. It's a soft light. It is actually a light bulb. The soft box used to reflect the light. That's what you see. This right here, the sheet goes over top. It's to cover us to make the light soft. It's a soft box. This is a soft box, it's a soft light. I use this light as I used to put it on the side, but now I put it on the side next to the backdrop so I can illuminate the back of the subject, so I can give them some depth of field, so it don't look like they're standing right on the backdrop. So I have them stand up, slide up just a little bit, then I have that light coming down, so it gives them a separation from the backdrop. So this is what this light do. And I put this on here so I can make it soft, so it's not a harsh light. So soft box is needed. I got my main light, and yeah. So this is my soft light. I'm gonna move it over here. The next thing I use is an off-camera flash. It's newer. The company's called Newer that I got it from. It is an N300 watt flash. Now, this is an off-camera flash. Like, on-camera flash is what's attached, a flash that's attached to the camera. When you upgrade to full frame cameras, a lot of full frame cameras don't come with flashes on the camera anymore. So you used to have to buy a on camera flash, which I have, or you can buy an off camera flash, and this is what that is. An off camera flash. This illuminates the whole subject. It just lights up the whole room. It catches all the shadows and brightens up all the shadows. It's just a good flash. I try to use an umbrella with it, just so I can soften the flash and make the flash less harsh for the subject's eyes, and just for the subject's period. So I put the umbrella on just to make the light softer, and we can get a better quality photo. And this is the Newer, it's the off-camera flash that I use. Last two things that I use, well, actually one thing, is you have your trigger and you have your adapter. Now the trigger sends the signal to the adapter, which then sends the signal to the off-camera flash. And how this works is, since my camera doesn't have a flash on it, I will connect this on top of the camera, and I will connect this into the back of the flash. Once I click the button for the camera and the flash, this will send a signal to this, and which will alert the off-camera flash to flash. And this is what you call your trigger and your adapter. They run hand in hand together. It's cool pieces that you need for your studio that help run smooth. Okay, another thing that you need to know is about lighting. And when you're doing portrait or studio photography, lighting is key. So being able to control the environment, to control the lighting in the environment, is always key. In my studio, I blocked out the light, the outside light. I put a curtain over it just so I could control the lighting in the room, so that outside light wouldn't be so bright, messing up the lights in the inside. That helps with your studio photography. Placement with your subject. Now, where I'm sitting is kind of far back. That's because I had to do this for the video. But you really want to place your subject a little bit more closer, just so you can have that depth of field from the separation from the backdrop and your subject. A lot of the times for the camera settings, I like to use a lower shutter, so that's probably like 1/60, from 1/60 to like 1/100, in that range. You want to keep, depending on the lighting of the room, you want to keep your f-stop up a little bit. You don't want it all the way closed, but you want it open just a little bit, maybe about 3.2, 3.5 for your f-stop. And I usually keep my ISO down to at least 100, but it could be in between 100 and like 320, just to keep it in that range. So this is how I set up my studio. And the three things I use is a Garret light, 60 watt. I use a backlight, a Newer backlight, soft light. I use an off-camera flash. I use an all-white backdrop. and I place my subjects in a nice area so I can try to fit the whole body and try to get a decent picture. Thank you for watching. My name is Garret and stay tuned.